Today I'm going to inform you of 5 things you should never say to a trans person as an ally. Number 1, I could never tell. This can come off as a bit rude because it sort of implies that the person would never pass to begin with, or that all trans people are not passing. That can trigger someone's dysphoria, and also, in reality, there are plenty of trans people who can and do pass very well. Number 2, are you getting/do you have the surgery? And I swear, it always feels like that is literally how they phrase it. Asking people about their bodies can be quite uncomfortable, especially if this is a person that you don't know very well. So I would just try to avoid this unless that person has explicitly told you that they're comfortable talking about it. Number 3, if you really are the gender that you say you are, then why do you act so feminine or masculine? The problem with this is it sort of assumes that gender expression and identity are the same, and they are not. Just because someone may identify, say, as a trans man, like I am, doesn't mean they have to be the most macho man on earth, and trust me, I'm not. Because what you identify as gender-wise is not always going to be exactly the same as how you want to present, and that's okay. There's a whole lot more to being trans than just your physical expression. Otherwise, I would have just said, oh, I'm a masculine girl. Number 4, why are you being so dramatic about any said issue that has to do with being trans? The world is not always a very safe place for trans people. We can be socially ostracized just because of who we are, and in the worst case scenarios, our lives can be endangered. Plus, dysphoria sucks, and socially awkward situations because of this suck. So, I think we have the right to speak out our concerns and complain sometimes. I mean, I think there are some things that are worth complaining about. Like, for example, my dead name being on my license still, and having to make the extremely dreaded choice out every time I'm in public when I can't find a gender-neutral bathroom. Number 5, but you were so handsome/pretty as a man/woman. This one I find by far to be the worst. If you're going to compliment a trans person, I don't think you should do it in this way because it sounds very backhanded. Like, it doesn't matter. I could have been the prettiest girl on earth back then, but I still was not half as happy as I am nowadays. And who says a person can't still be attractive after transitioning? If anything, I'd think they'd be more so after being more happy, you know? If you are happier, you probably look better by caring more about yourself. Being reminded of how good we used to look back then is not a very nice reminder, in my opinion. And people used to do this with my dead name as well. Everyone I met thought that it was like the prettiest name on earth or something like that, I think. And yet I just absolutely despised it. Actually, the first time someone said that they hated my dead name made me very happy, because I found someone too that recognized that it was a name that didn't represent me at all. Presenting yourself the way that you want and using the name that you want to be called is more fulfilling than anything. It's more fulfilling than presenting and using a name that other people force onto you. Because no matter if other people like it or not, it's who you are. And that should make you feel good. I know that not all these things are said with bad intent either, and that's why I've made this video to be informative. It's not really a criticism, it's more of just, hey, here's a friendly suggestion of how you can possibly be better. With that being said, folks, thank you for listening to my video. Subscribe or else you'll turn into a block of cheese. Goodbye.